Alright, hello everyone, my name's Ben.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Chris.
And we're two brothers working on a live action paranormal puzzle game called The Void Between.
So this is our very first vlog. So here we go.
So let's start at the beginning.
Okay, so from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're brothers and we grew up making films together.
For fun with all our friends.
Exactly, yeah. With the video camera, old video camera.
Yeah. Editing it inside the camera, rewinding it, fast forwarding it and stuff like that.
And we've kind of carried on making films. You make a lot of short films, you act as well. And I started learning to make games.
And then there was the game jam.
I asked Benji here if he fancied joining because game jams are super fun. If you haven't tried one, totally worth trying. You got like a certain amount of time to try and make a game to a theme. The theme for ours was...
Yeah, the good thing about doing a game jam is you don't have time to think. Yeah, so we just picked up the camera and then we kind of just went straight into it, really. We didn't have much of a plot. We had a guy showing up at this scary looking haunted house, and what happens next we kind of made up on the fly. I remember we were just going, oh, we've got a piano here, we can use a piano, we can make a piano puzzle similar to Resident Evil because there happened to be one there. Weird pictures on the walls, okay, there's a puzzle there, so it was kind of like the environment dictated what we were gonna do, really.
Another thing was like, so you're the actor.
Yes.
Having just you as an actor, we only had you basically.
Yes.
So we had to kind of those restrictions kind of added to what we were going to create.
You're the finest actor I've ever met.
So the guy, once he checks in, you've solved a few puzzles. It's a strange puzzle hotel, Airbnb. You don't really know what it is exactly. You don't really know why he's there. And we didn't know why he was there because like I said, we were just making it up on the fly. But then when he falls to sleep, this is where we kind of tied in the theme of the game jam, which is diving deeper. When he fell to sleep, he went, and he fell into another realm, a layer of his subconscious. We don't know what it is, but it's the void between. A bit of an upside down from Stranger Things. We were inspired by the Duffer Brothers there. And he ends up in this weird realm where he meets a shadow side of himself. And again, because we only had us two, I played that character.
Thank you, what an audience!
And all the other characters that are in the game are all played by me, which also lends to the kind of the weirdness of the whole game and the theme and what's real and what's not real. Is it in his mind? Is it in his subconscious? So it's kind of working within those limitations is actually really, really good in order to create something that kind of works actually.
Yeah, after the game jam, I remember we discussed a lot about it. We started expanding the lore and the story of what actually it could be and like why he's there in the first place and what is actually unraveling. So bit by bit we started to like add more to the story.
The game jam version actually had two endings. We managed to get two endings in, didn't we?
Oh, we did,
because there was a good ending and a bad ending.
Yeah.
And whilst this game isn't really like a decision tree kind of FMV game, there is some of that towards the end. Another thing about the process. So the way we'll do it is like we'll first of all film because most of it's live action, right? So we'll film, we'll shoot the scenes, we'll know what we're doing as we're going along. We're gonna have a puzzle here, there's gonna be something here that you can interact with. So first comes film, then I usually edit those scenes and break it down into little chunks that then you send over to you and then you put in the game engine, right?
That's right. And then I'll add any visual effects that might be needed through using After Effects. Because a lot of the times we film in places that don't exist, so we need to kind of create these different worlds.
Green screen?
Yeah, we use
green screen.
There's plenty of green screen in there.
I don't even know how I'm standing up. No.
We use a lot of photos actually.
Yeah. We draw over a lot of images as well to like make like a bit of like animation like over the top. Yeah, there's hand-drawn elements, photography. There's a lot of video, a lot of motion graphics as well. It's a big cauldron. We had it full of ingredients. So when it comes to filming, like in locations and stuff, so the majority of the whole game is filmed in our house.
Yes.
So we use anywhere that's kind of around us that we can kind of make use of. We live in Cumbria, so we live right next to the Lake District. So we take advantage of that quite a lot. And we just, yeah, it's really fun. Like locations can really inspire you to make a scene as well.
And it is, you know, it is just us two. So you have to use your limitations. So use whatever you've got, like for example, the locations in the Lake District, and just use that. That's your budget, because there is no budget. So use what you've got, right? Use your house, use the mountains, use the lakes, and make it look AAA.
Let's welcome our first contestant.
Yeah, so that's kind of how the game came about.
So now we kind of, we've done a lot of the game now. We've filmed the majority of the majority. It's hard to say majority. It's hard to say. Yeah, we've developed a lot of the game. I'll use that word.
Press any key to begin. Oh, I get it. Good job, guys.
So we've also demoed the game quite a lot of places. Gameo and MegaCon, Brighton develop as well. Like that was incredible to get literally hundreds of people playing the game. Was really, really amazing, and like it's fantastic for feedback, and just getting your game out there into the wild is daunting. Like it's quite scary, and then it's also really, really cool as well. It's really useful. I was taking loads of notes. We were getting feedback like there and then.
Like, because people would do things that you might not expect them to do, and then it would activate some sort of glitch.
I'm your host.
If you'd like to hear more about the game, like, you know, feel free to follow. We'll try and post more videos. We've got some things coming up in the pipeline, so we'll make more videos.
We've got to finish the game first.
We've got to finish the game.
I think this is why we've never made a vlog, because we're trying to make the game. Yeah, so that's been a kind of a very that was kind of a brief overview of our game. We're in a rambling vlog. If you want to know like more about the game, specific details, we could maybe do another vlog. Let's see how this one goes. And we should probably say the game's on Steam. It's on Steam.
Yeah, so yeah, the game's on Steam. So if you want to check it out, there's more information on there. It's called The Void Between, if we didn't say it before.
Void Between, it's on Steam.
Diddy-ding.
Diddy-diddy.
Let's welcome our first contestant.